Hi guys, and welcome you all back. So here I am on my front hatch. Now I'm trying to get the same level everywhere so I can mount my hatch, do the glass fibering and all the rest of the things. First I need to get rid of the gel coat. Yeah, it's almost cured. I think I can try to take it off. Yeah, this side holds on. This one holds on too. The thing of why I'm doing this is that I want to take something that is straight next to this one. Then I can draw the line and then cut off the rest of the material up from 3 centimeters that I have here to down to the 0 almost. And that I can easily do with my, where do I have my knife? Oh my gosh, I don't have it. It must fall out somewhere. Yeah, but anyway, I can do that with my knife, not with this one, because that's quite thick. But yeah, I can take the material away with a knife, and this one is really good. After I'm done with shaping, I can do the glass fibering, and then the biggest job is done, kind of, I guess. Actually not, because it's a lot of jobs after that as well. Cut 45 degrees here, so I don't have like sharp edges, but still the hatch is quite high up, which means if I'm gonna have a ropes, and I will have a ropes here, lines might tight up somewhere around here in these corners. So I have something in my mind later when I will be finished with placing the hatch. I spent like 2 hours cutting and trying to get the shape so it's the same level everywhere. And more or less I managed to do that. Just need a little adjustment right here with some shape. But basically that's how it looks. Now I get the height that I need. So you might ask why I do this. This is gonna work as a foundation for my glass fibering. So yeah, basically now I'm gonna do the glass fibering. And when the glass fibering will be done, then I'm gonna cut the glass fiber that I have right here, because that's how much bigger the new hatch will be. This is the old hatch and this is the new hatch frame. And then I'm gonna place the fairing compound to get perfectly straight. My plan for today, since I didn't have so much time and I have to go back home, was to make this happen. And I did what I was planning to do today. Awesome. I'm happy. Oh. The Santa Claus give me a present. I have something really cool here. Got my cable that will gonna go from... it's heavy. A cable that will run to the front to my batteries. Diameter is 70. And really big and heavy as fuck. Also expensive as fuck. I don't know if you see, but it's pretty bright here and pretty dark here. Anyway, I have this bracket here. Let's find the old one and compare the old one. This was the old one. The idea is pretty the same. It's gonna look a little bit different. So I want to have this one as this first one, and then this one as the second one. So they're gonna be in a row like this. And the first one I will mount pretty much straight forward right here, And the second one will be mounted right here. And it seems like it's fitting pretty well. The thing that I need to do in order to get this inside is to... This is pretty much straightforward, to drill the screws and place it up. But this one needs to be screwed somewhere. So I need to make some support where I can screw this one down. And what else is that they both have to line up perfectly. And also they have to match with my old template, the wooden thing that is gonna go here. So, and it has to be pretty much the same measurements as the old one. So now is the, let's check if it fits and if I didn't order something else. And it doesn't fit. How annoying is this? Okay, let's see. We have 25.5 and this one is, well, 25. Of course I don't have 25.5. There's no existing any 25.5. Even 26 doesn't exist. So shit. Now I am in trouble. I think the reason why it's 25.5 is because it was custom made, obviously. So they wanted to have like really precise done, really precise measurements. So they did the custom, not a typical measurements. Well, now I have another problem. I measured this quickly and it looks 25. And yeah, if I look closely, it's just a half millimeter bigger than actually this one. I mean, I guess that's a boat life. Oh, you're probably also wondering how I'm going to secure this so it's not coming off. You see these little screws here? One here, one here, and it's the same here. If you can see, one here, turn a little bit, and one here. So they will do the trick, so I can secure this on one place. However, I can make holes, I can make support for this because I am not gonna change this. I rather gonna make a bigger hole, or I gonna make this one smaller, so find someone who can make it just a half millimeter smaller. Getting more and more annoyed by the camera. Just the battery. Just film maximum like 20 minutes, it's just like turns on. Change the battery, please, change the battery. How I love you, camera. I love you so much. You can't even imagine. However, here I have these batteries. 110 amps and gives roughly 550 watt hours. At least that's what they guarantee. It's written down that it's actually like, I don't want to lie, it's like 670 or something. So yeah, I think they are powerful enough. And what when I talked with Victron, they said I can use this battery also for a boat thruster and as a start battery. That was actually quite surprised because it's kind of deep cycle battery, so which means that it's not really meant to be working as a start battery, but I will double check that, because if that's the case, then I might use one of these batteries as a start and boat thruster battery. However, I will change to the lithium batteries, but that's gonna happen shortly before I leave in my biggest journey in my life, sailing around the world. But for now, these batteries will be the power source for my boat. So the batteries are placed. That one hell of the heavy battery. I think it was 35 kilos or 37 kilos. So it's roughly like 150 kilos here. So basically like one huge dude sitting here all the time in the front. It has to be a really big dude. Yep, that's how heavy it is. But yeah, you probably you're probably gonna comment below, what the hell you are doing here? Why you place so heavy batteries in the front? And you are right. You are completely right. Nobody placed the batteries in the front of the boat, in the V-board. The idea in the first place was to place the lithium batteries here. And those would be only 2 of them, which would be 60 kilos. And then a bow thruster battery. So in total it would be calculate like 80 kilos, which would be almost half of the weight that I have here, and that wouldn't play so much role in this situation. It's not like it's really in the front. I have a mast basically a little bit further away here, so that's kind of not the really bad area, but it is kind of. I did this space for batteries and I don't want to relocate and make somewhere else because I have plans. And before I'm gonna go to the big journey around the world, I will change them to lithium batteries. So for now, if it's gonna be really bad and I can feel that when I sail, well, I guess then I have to do something. But so far, I'm just gonna go ahead and install that. And one of these batteries I think I will use for bow thruster and as a start battery, which means I'm gonna have a pretty big cables running to the start engine, which both the engine I have in a cockpit area, which is pretty far away back. And I already did one cable, which is 70 in diameter, so that should work fine. I will make a drawing with all my electrical cords and stuff, so I can show you that instead of showing how I'm gonna put the wires through the wall and stuff like that. So, yep. I never mentioned you that I have a back problem. I have a serious back problem, and my doctors told me that I can't work physically. I can't lift any heavy things or some stuff. I can get on a wheelchair if I gonna have if I gonna lift heavy things and stuff. And working in construction, I mean, you often lift heavy things and stuff. Where I get that injury was that since I was really small, I was like 11 or something, I already start working with heavy things. The summers I work, and then after school I study, and then I go work again. I work all the time, and it was really heavy work. I was lifting the beams, I was lifting like heavy things, and it was also heavy. It was pretty heavy situation back in 90s. We get independence from Russia, and then this country was almost new, not Sweden, Latvia, where I'm coming from. So yeah, and we all work since we were small kids. So and there I get the back problem, and I just kind of start growing more and more, and then I start training in boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. I went almost major martial arts. And I stayed with boxing at the end, and I did have a lot of, the coach really see a talent on me, and he pushed me forward more and more, and then I realized that I can't do anything more because of my back. It was hurting so bad when I did all the physical training and stuff. And some certain point it was okay, but when you really go to the professional boxing, you have to try really hard, and it just didn't work for me. So I still do the boxing, but in just like for fun for myself. So yeah, that's just a little story. I thought like maybe you should know that, and yeah, let's get back to the work. Seems like the engine is running. Oh, it smells like diesel. You can't run the engine for long because I didn't connect the cooling system. But yeah, it seems like it works. Whew. Guys, I will show you what I done. I connect my switch, which will be to the engine. As you see, one is red, one is black, but actually it's red. Just in Marine store, they didn't sell any red color, but I mark it at the end that it's red. This is the ground. So basically what I did here, I connect the old wire which goes to the start engine and the new one that goes all the way to the front. So as you can see here, I connect directly to the battery, but that's not gonna be the case what I'm going to do here. But seems like this battery is actually running really well. You see these two bars? Those are going to be the ones that gonna be dividing where it's going to go. But then I decided to go with lithium batteries, so I don't need this battery isolator. But now I'm gonna have AGM batteries, so I need this one. So good that I have it. So what it basically does, it separates. It's really smart. So I have like engine battery and then I have the house batteries. So this thing is really smart. It knows when the engine battery is full, then it starts charging the house battery. It doesn't steal any electricity as well. So it's kind of really good. Yeah, so let's go home. Is it? Yeah? This is how I show that I go home. No. Whatever. See you tomorrow. Oh, it's such a mess. However, I have to end up this week's episode right here. Simply, I realized that the video otherwise is going to be too long. But I'm in process of making electricity. I work all day today. I have something to show, but that's gonna be for the next video. And yeah, the reason why I didn't work outside with the bottom is simply because it's freezingly cold outside. I don't know what's wrong with the world and climate, but it was plus 20 and now it's during the night it was -2. The trees are opening the leaves and then there's snow about 3 centimeters. So what the hell? I mean, that's crazy. However, I hope that it's gonna be better next week, even though it's not showing so much progress in the weather. But the weather usually change. They can't predict the weather maximum like 2-3 days ahead. So finger crossed that the weather will be good so I can work outside with my hatch and bottom. But while it's so cold, I work inside. So, which is good also. I need to do the electricity. So fellas, see you in next week's episode and have a nice weekend. So your boy say goodbye. See ya!